He's back. You thought we stopped him in the last one? You got another thing coming. As I've just finished watching Halloween Kills, now playing in theaters and streaming on Peacock, which is where I watched it on. But is this sequel to 2018's Halloween a surefire bloodbath? Or has the franchise yet again hit a speed bump and gone downhill like a pumpkin rolling down the mountain? Or something like that. Find out right now in this spoiler-free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings my fellow YouTubers and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released new slasher flick, Halloween Kills, from Universal, Miramax, and Blumhouse. Now, though I was originally going to, get y'all to see if I should redo a review of the previous one, I just didn't get anything, so I said to hell with it. I'll re-review Halloween 2018 another day. But for now, I'll go ahead and put a card up, and we'll take you to my review of it, just in case you didn't see it, alright? Before you go into this, because I'm not going to try and spoil much of this movie. Anyway, this is, of course, the 12th installment of the Halloween franchise, pick up after 2018's Halloween 2018. Once again, having Jamie Lee Curtis back as Laurie Strode, plus James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers, and Nick Castle as the portrayer of the Shape. Plus Judy, Greer, Andi, Matichak, and Will Patton returned as well. Plus, we have Anthony Michael Hall and Thomas Mann joining the cast. Plus, we also have some other familiar characters from the previous films as well, including Nancy Stephens and Kyle Richards. Oh yeah, and Charles Cyphers as well. Anyway, now, it's really cool that we get to see a flashback to 1978 with something that we did not see. Because you saw what happened with Halloween 2, which took place after what happened. But then they show us a little alternate thing of what we could have experienced, But I'm not going to tell you what that is. That would be spoiling it and what have you. But I will give you just a slight little heads up. It does involve Deputy Frank Hawkins and what have you, and the capture of Michael Myers. That's all I'm telling you, okay? Let's see. Oh, yes. And, also, we also start by seeing a young version of Lonnie Elam, who, of course, was one of the kids picking on Tommy Doyle in the original Halloween. So anyway, yeah. But anyway, now from what I've seen of what I saw of this, this was the first film I actually got to watch on Peacock. I just got it today, and I watched this along with the body horror flick Videodrome by David Cronenfeld, which came out back in 1983. I'll review that sometime down the road. But anyway, Halloween Kills is what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. So, my thoughts on this movie. It was really good, as a matter of fact. This was slightly a step up from the first film. Now, of course, Laurie's being rushed to the hospital after being stabbed in the old gut in the end of the previous film, leaving with her daughter Karen and her daughter Allison. They go to the hospital, but this time soon things take a turn when Allison decides to team up with let's see, I'm trying to find. Cameron, that's Lonnie's son, who is once again played by Dylan Arnold, and his dad, as they join on this little hunt for Michael Myers, along with Tommy Doyle, who is now played by Anthony Michael Hall. But things do take a turn for the worse for some of these characters. Now, I do like how we got to see the performances from everyone. Jamie Lee Curtis, once again, is absolutely great as Laurie, and I gotta give credit to James Jude Courtney for portraying Michael Myers and Nick Castle doing the Shape. Well, either of them. But anyway, that was really something. They're still good too. Judy Greer, I think, was a little better as Karen in this than the last one. She still can be a little, at times. But Andi Matichak as Allison was very good, as a matter of fact. Will Penn returns as Deputy Frank Hawkins. I liked his performance. And Thomas Mann actually played the young version of Frank Hawkins. Let's see here. Who apparently survived after being stabbed and run over by Dr. Sartain in the last movie. Now, I was glad we had Kyle Richards back as Lindsay. I'm going to say she has aged just a little bit, but she still looks like the one I remember when she was just a teenager when I saw her on the TBS sitcom Down to Earth back in the 80s. But hey, it's cool though. Just glad to see her again, considering it had been like a decade since I saw her sister, Kim Richards, in Race to Witch Mountain. Let's see. Nancy Stephens returns as Marion Chambers. Dr. Loomis's retired former assistant. Wasn't too bad. Robert Longstreet as Lonnie. Pretty good. We do get to see him a little bit. The former sheriff of Haddonfield, Lee Brackett, who was played by Charles Cyphers again. It was really cool to have him back. Dylan Arnold as Cameron wasn't too bad. We have Omar Dorsey back as Sheriff Barker, Haddonfield's current sheriff. And just about anybody else and what have you. Although I will tell you that there was a little bit of a surprise bit. We actually do get to see Dr. Loomis, since even though Donald Pleasance has been dead for the past 25 years, after, I think for the last 25 years or what have you. Anyway, the character is portrayed by the film's art director, Tom Jones Jr., and is voiced by Colin Mahan, reprising his vocal role as Loomis from the previous film. Which, that was pretty cool. I was really impressed on how they did that. That was a big surprise. But anyway, now another good thing I liked was the kills. A lot of those kills were pretty darn brutal. They were just as brutal as the ones from the last one. Most of them were even more. And boy, wow. And this had a little bit more kills than almost any other installment of the Halloween franchise I've seen. At least I think it's the most amount I've seen in the Halloween franchise to date. But I've been wrong before. But I think that's kind of close to the amount I've seen in some of those others. Let's see. Of course, we do have a good score on this. John Carpenter and Cody Carpenter are involved, and Daniel Davies. That was really good. Now, I do have a slight downside with the film, with the Myers house being occupied by two guys, but I'm not going to give you the details on it. Just see the movie, okay? But anyway, now I can understand why it got mixed reviews from everyone. The creative kills and the references and performances of the cast were really good. But unfortunately, they criticized the screenplay and claimed it didn't add anything new for the franchise. Well, in a way, it kind of didn't. But, well, that's not really a problem. And the story isn't too bad. I mean, it was a good continuation, though. But it was just the occupants of the the Myers house. But again, I'm not spoiling that. Just see this movie. I'd say give this film a watch. Also, I'm glad we have David Gordon Green back on board, who directed this. Now, if I didn't mention this in my Halloween 2018 review, you may know he was actually born in my home state of Arkansas. He was born in Little Rock. He recently turned 46 earlier this year. So he's about 5 years older than I am. But anyway, yeah, really something. But anyway, Halloween Kills is definitely worth looking into. Go to your theaters, see this. Check out on Peacock if you want. That's what I did. I'm just glad I got Peacock and I can see several other good flicks or bad flicks, whatever I want to see. Okay, but with a pretty good story in ways, a great performances from the cast, the kills, everything. This film is pretty good. So for my score for Halloween Kills, I'll give the film 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9. Yeah, that would do it all right. So anyway, let me know what you thought about Halloween Kills in the comments section below. And don't forget, I plan to re-review the original Halloween along with Halloween 2, which is turning 40 this month, and Halloween H2O, which that happens to be what I'm watching right now while I'm doing this. I'm not trying to pay much attention to it, though, because if I do, I'll forget where I was. Anyways. But anyway, well, on Halloween itself. So please don't mind me doing those, okay? But anyway, thanks for watching my review of Halloween Kills, and join me next time when I give you my next Saturday morning TV log for the Funky Phantom, and also tomorrow night at 6 will be the Final Destination live stream. And I mean the Final Destination. You think I'm going to be watching that? I'm watching the original Final Destination. The original Final Destination was in 2000. Alright. Anyway, that's it. Tell me what you thought about Halloween Kills in the comments section. Again, don't mean to sound like a broken record. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to consider checking out some of these other reviews. Excuse me, everyone. In the upper left-hand corner is the review I did for the recent hit monstrous superhero or villain flick, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. The upper right-hand corner is the spoiler-free review I did for The Many Saints of Newark, which was a spinoff of The Sopranos. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my recent review of the final Chucky flick with Brad Dourif in Cult of Chucky from 2017. In the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.